Hi, and welcome to S.O.S, Stevie on Scandal. This is part 2 of Season 3, Episode 10, A Door Marked Exit. You remember I said I was going to break it up because there was so much jammed into it. But I also want to say, stay tuned till the end of the blog because I have some big news. Big news. You're going to want to hear this. Okay. Last time I talked about Sally and the whole thing with Daniel Douglas and her killing Daniel Douglas and calling Cyrus and Cyrus calling in Charlie and Quinn to clean up the mess, and then he told Melly, and honey Melly couldn't wait to get over there. Y'all know all about that. Anyway, that just left us with a couple of questions like, is Sally still going to be able to run? Or is Sally going to self-destruct? I think I'm going for a self-destruct. Or maybe Sally going to snap back together and pull it together. We'll see. Anyway, I want to talk about Quinn. And Huck, Olivia found out that Huck tortured Quinn. She was hot. And so Jake told her, cut him some slack. Because Huck said, I had to make her tell the truth. And funny, he's all about the truth. When that's not the business they in. Anyway, he said, I had to make her tell the truth. And Jake told Olivia, cut Huck some slack. Everybody that looks like a good guy is not the good guy, and you're not the only one that lost your good memories. Okay, Jake had a point there. You know I hated to admit that. Don't like Jake. But Jake had a point there. Okay, so then we're going to go back to Charlie and Quinn. Quinn is in the middle of she don't even know what. That's what I said. She don't even know what she in the middle of. 1 minute, she working for B613, but she doesn't want to. Then she tries to make a deal with Huck that she can redeem herself and go take out Command. But she gets there. Command says he didn't need the information because he just got the information on the phone. He gets up before Quinn can stab him. She goes in the bathroom, rips out the tracking device from her tooth. Is it just me? Or is the blood and guts getting a little too much? Just a little too much. Y'all might want to tone that back. Anyway, it's a hot mess. She don't know if she's coming or going. So she finally tells Charlie that she's got to go home and get some clothes. She don't even have clean underwear. That's just nasty, Quinn. Just nasty. Anyway, she goes straight to OPA, where she encounters Huck, who says to her, you're not a gladiator anymore. You tried to hurt Liv, and nobody does that. Nobody does that. You're not a gladiator anymore. And he throws her out. Where does she go? Back to Charlie, who seemed real happy to see her. I don't know about that relationship, though. Something about it don't feel stable. Quinn Perkins, you don't have good picks and boyfriends. You know, your last boyfriend was crazy, too. Blew up the whole Cytron thing with the Cytron. Blew up the people. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, no, he was cheaty with the voter action. That's what he was. But anyway, it wasn't a good choice, and neither is Charlie. That one's going to come back to bite you in the butt, Quinn. Then, as it's going on, Jake shows back up. Jake shows back up. Why? He going to tell Olivia goodbye. He going to tell her goodbye. You know what I mean? He says, well, she said, well, how we going to catch my mom and blah, blah, blah. And he says, I wouldn't underestimate the president. We didn't know it when he said it, but him and Fitz had it all worked out. He says, I came by to say goodbye. I loved you. Whatever happens, believe that I loved you. And then he gives her a kiss. Okay, Jake? A kiss is not a house. Okay, I just want to point that out. Kiss is not a house. Good for you, Jake, but a kiss is not a house. Okay, I'm going to move it along to Cyrus and his husband, because that was not working out. Okay, James found out that Daniel Douglas was dead, and he just knows Cyrus did it. He just knows he did it. So, first, what does he do? What do you think he does? That James is a rat. I tell you, y'all been feeling sorry for James. James did not deserve your sympathy. He goes running to David Rosen. And he tells David, either Cyrus killed Daniel Douglas, or he had somebody do it. Oh, he is in it. He is spilling his guts to David Rosen. Then he has this big argument with Cyrus, like he's holier than thou, like he ain't never did nothing, like he don't have no ambition. Like, I don't believe it. I don't buy it, because I saw James's ambition from the gate when he was riding the campaign bus. I saw it. That's why he with Cyrus. Then come to the end, Cyrus is broken. He is broken. He says, you knew who I was when you met me. Oh, I'm sorry, you just didn't see the 666 on my forehead. That's what Cyrus said. I felt a little sorry for Cyrus, because as much as sometimes Cyrus gets himself out of pocket, is he Satan? I don't know. I think Joe Morton's Satan, so Cyrus and Joe can't be Satan. Well, maybe. Anyway, at the end of the gate, James is laying, Cyrus saying, what do you want? What do you want to fix this? At the end of the day, James's ambition rose up from his toes, up through his guts, and what came out of his mouth? I want to be White House press secretary. Ambition will out, honey. Ambition will out. Cyrus said, done. Done. I'll just make you that, because I can. Wow. 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 Okay. On part 3, which will be the last of this series on that episode, we're going to talk about the infamous Joe Morton speech. And we're going to talk about Eli Pope. We're going to talk about what's happened to him and what do we think is to come. I got a lot of ideas about that. But I'm real excited to share with you. On the Sundance Channel, there's a show called The Writer's Room. And they talk to the writers of the different popular TV shows that are on. And guess what? They're doing an episode on Scandal with the Scandal writers. And they needed to talk to some people that are real gladiators. And guess who got one selected to be on the show? I did. They called me. We did a Skype interview. And I told them about my vlog. I showed them my wine glass. It was all good. So today, I went to North Hollywood to tape the Writer's Room Scandal for the Sundance Channel. So to give a shout out to Margaret and Darcy and all the crew that was there that made it so much fun. And I'll be keeping you posted as to when you can catch that Writer's Room on the Sundance Channel. It was pretty exciting. I, of course, had a lot of different opinions than most of the gladiators, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, folks, that's it for me today. This has been Stevie on Scandal. Hey, why don't you knock off and have a glass of wine on me?